Okay, if you ever in a area or building like a workshop or anything of that nature where you need, for guys particularly, need a urinal, so you ain't gotta leave the location you're at and go to another building or inside your house or in the woods, wherever, and you would like to be able to stay inside your shop or work area or wherever you may be, but yet you don't have a urinal, which would make things easier, then I'm gonna briefly show you how to make a urinal. Now in this location here I'm at, it's got a toilet, but that's an electric toilet, and that's for your number two only. You're not supposed to put your number one in there. So I'm making a urinal for myself and my fellow co-workers to use. So I got a urinal that I put together, and what it is, it's a funnel. It's go to automotive sections of most any auto parts store or Walmart or wherever, and in the automotive section you should be able to find a large funnel like this. You can see about how big it is compared to my hand. And this here is just an extension that I added to it, and I used some epoxy to glue it there, and it was taking too long for it to dry. After 2 days it still wasn't completely dry, so I just wrapped some duct tape around it, but the duct tape is not necessary. Or if you're doing it yourself, you can just use duct tape. I'm not concerned with how it looks, just the functionality of it. And this one's got a little screen in there that can catch any trash or items that you don't want going down your tube to clog it up. But you can use something smaller than this. If you just want to cut up a jug and use it, you can. This is just an idea. This is how I'm doing it, but it's got a good shape to it. It'll mount to the wall. In fact, let me show you where it's going. Okay, we got a shower right here. We got a toilet right here, and right here, so it's sort of out of the way, is where I'm mounting this. Just the one screw will hold it. That's all it needs. And on the end of the funnel tube here, I got this hose, and it's just gonna slide on there, and you don't have to glue it. I probably will. You can just tape it or whatever. And for our situation, I drilled a hole in the floor, and I took this rubber hose and got it sitting there. That hose will attach to this. It'll be mounted here on the wall, and I will secure the hose with little screw eyelets like this and some zip ties, and secure the hose to the wall so it's out of the way. So it's real simple. It's not a hard task. Make you a urinal. Then you ain't gotta leave your shop or go inside the house, another building, or even into the woods. Okay, I got my urinal all finished up now. You can see it's mounted to the wall. The hose is attached to the wall and going down through the hole. So I did glue the hose to the funnel tip, and after I secured it with some more epoxy, I went ahead and duct tape around it just to cover the epoxy and help keep the hose in place while the epoxy dries. But once that epoxy dries, it will not need the duct tape, but I'm not going to worry about taking it back off. So now you can use this type of funnel. You can use a smaller funnel, you can use a jug, whatever suits your needs that you have laying around or you want to go purchase. You don't have to use this type of hose. You can use rubber, black rubber hose, garden hose, like for water, any type of hose you want to use. It's up to you, whatever you need for your situation. But mine is complete. It works. It's been tested. It drains down through nicely. It's secured to the wall, so the hose is out of the way. I've caulked up the hole, and after you use the urinal, then we grab this bottle right here. It's a little spray bottle that's got some pine sol and mostly water mixed into it. You spray it all around the inside of the urinal funnel there, and it helps to wash it all down through the hose, and rinse it out the funnel and keep the urine odor away, especially using pine sol. Now you can just use some water and pour down around the inside there, or spray it around the inside to wash it down, but you need to use something to help rinse it down, rinse all the urine on down through the hose to keep away the urine odor, because if you don't, that urine odor will build up and it'll get stinking. So I recommend using something like this with a little bit of pine sol in it, because that pine sol scent really helps to keep the urine odor. That's my DIY urinal.